Now we move on to many-to-many, which is a general file swapping scenario, and for this demo, users will be sending to each other's groups, not to each other individually. Bev sends a file to the accounting group. Normally these sorts of transfers would happen manually so that people could see what files were available to them or their group and only receives ones that were of interest. But if people set up file name conventions beforehand, these can happen automatically too. Bev has included a standard cover note with her file. A cover note, like that sent with a fax, can be sent with a file with any info you think the receiver needs to know. Andrew receives Bev's file and reads the cover note that was sent with it. InterNEDI keeps a record of all files that a user has received, and when setting up a receive task, you can specify that InterNEDI ignores all files that have been previously received. Andrew sends a file for the supergroup. He also includes a cover note with this, but he specifies a forced read. Watch what happens now. Bev receives Andrew's file. Since he asked for a forced read, a large button is placed on the desktop asking the receiver to read the cover note. If they don't respond within 5 seconds, a bright strobing display is shown as a topmost window that is impossible to ignore. When the receiver finally does press the button, the cover note is displayed also as a topmost window and may not be dismissed until the amount of time that would be needed to read it has elapsed. This feature is for info that must not be overlooked.